Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. This is a private video diary for all you, my subscribers, that don't subscribe to the transgendered aspect of my videos. Just focus on just my general videos and get a kick, as some of the subscribers say. This is their entertainment when I update these. And then sometimes they say, you know, for a girl, you're really cool. You're not stuck up or deceitful bitches like these hoity-toities, you know. So anyways, I'll try to speed this up and shorten it because one of my subscribers from my Facebook days said, oh yes, you made them shorter. Well, I'm trying to make them so they're not 4 hours long. So first of all, I want to say I was having a chat with a friend of mine. And a friend of mine, I'm going to show you this real quick just because. Friend of mine, hold on a sec, basically made a statement about if I was cute, they would decide to probably have, you know, their guy sex with me as a trans woman. But because I don't pass this well and look cute as this girl, who's got a full beard in the left picture, they look better in the middle and then they put makeup on, he says, sorry, girl, but I can be a little shallow. Interesting. I could be shallow too, but I'm not. I mean, hell, I'm open-minded to most people. The ones I'm not, I think they're jackboots and redneck hilljacks. So, today I want to talk about, since today is my Sabbath, or my Sabbath night, a Sabbath, because I believe from everything I've read it's Saturday, and the Catholic Church changed it to Sunday. Oh wait, this isn't going to be about religion. This is a video diary, just personal, random, useless junk for 10/30/2015. As you all know, my mother died 5 years ago on 10/28, so I was like, down. Down as down can be. Yes, Super Mario Brothers 3, that's a shirt. Tanuki! So, anyways, sometimes I piss off the transgendered community because I am myself, and oh well. So, apparently there was a couple bases stolen tonight. My friend Aaron, some call him Hubby. My nickname for him is, from him to me, is Trixie. Little Trixie. So, anyways, told me if I wore a little more makeup, I could pass better and be attractive. But anyways, he was hoping that Kansas City would have Game 3 up on the Mets. Instead, the Mets at home pawned them. That's the old word we used to say in the 90s and 2000s. You've been pawned. I remember the old days. I'm an 80s girl, so technically I could sit there and say, you've been punked. Or pawned. So anyways, so first I want to talk to you about what's going on since my last video a few days ago. I was going to do one Saturday, but I figure, I'm already uploading one that's 45 minutes. I might as well just take the rest of the time because all I got to do tonight is read my second Bible since I'm already done. And that's it for the night. I usually get to bed between 12 and 12:30. I usually go to the post office every day to check for my pen pal, Angela, who writes me. Angela, I want to just say for the record, I loved your comment in one of the videos about mean people because I got very angry with the guy who basically said, as you all know, if you watch the video, that Medicare is paying for sex changes and transgendered health care, and the insurance companies are changing it. So at first I thought, you know, the elderly need their health care too, so let's look over the elderly over the trans people, but I'm still that way to a point, but I also think the transgender people do need their health care too. Therefore, they shouldn't be crapped on. Unless the guy is a guy who has got enough power in his finger to change the laws like God can with just farting it out of his butt. I think today I'm going to make Samsung have super strength to go destroy and kill the Philistines. While he's sitting on his toilet up there. No offense, I love God. And, you know, he can fart it out or crap it out. Next thing you know, Samsung's born. I mean, unless the guy's got that much power like God to change Congress and the Senate, to change and block sex changes, you got to thank that military veteran who was 74 that said there's enough evidence supporting that gender surgery is surgical intervention is needed. And I agree. I mean, look at it. I've been fighting for 16 years, and all of a sudden, I find out late last year, almost Christmas time, Aaron, oh no, the woman's gonna go pursue it. 900 letters mailed out. 4 came back out of 900. Most of them, even via email, said, oh, well, you know, it's just, you know, certain doctors weren't doing it. So, you get the whole big picture there. So, anyways, then you got all that crap, and then, you know, I got angry, and Angela's just like, way to go, like a rooting sister, a little sister. She's like, way to go, those people are mean. Well, Angela and I have been together as friends, I should say, not as a couple, but as friends for 6 years, and I know what Angela sounds like via Skype and stuff, and we've talked many times, and when she says mean, she means mean. Hell, me and Angela a few times have been mean to each other, but you know what? As true friends, we always come back. Somehow we have to have a 6-month moratorium, and when we finally do, it's like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, that's cool. You know, like I didn't know she, a few months after we got on each other's nerves on a small problem that she moved. And she's like, oh yeah, here's this and that. Well, I've been writing letters to her again and catching up with her, you know. She's rooting for me to finish surgery, you know. It's like, oh, you know, being disabled, you know, for me is kind of hard at times because being a woman, sometimes you got to sit there and say, how do I do this? I mean, I had to figure out how to fix the phone a couple times when the damn phone keeps locking up. Let's remove this program, that program. Well, maybe it's the Weather Channel causing it. For a restart sometimes every 3 days, sometimes 6 times in one day. We don't know why the Motorola resets, but you know what? I don't know. However, that new Motorola seems pretty cool with the shatterproof screen. For probably a boatload of money too, but we won't go into details about phones. I just needed the basic phone. It's $40. My phone's prepaid, so technically, as everyone knows, being disabled, I have to re-up it soon. I don't like using the phone. I only call certain people that I trust, and you know, and text like Angela. I do talk on Skype sometimes to Filipino girls like Annie. You know, mostly it's Annie. My reverend friend Mike on Skype, and Christian. Hey, Christian, I hope you're doing fine. I keep forgetting to Skype you and ask you what's up. But this game, as you know, keeps my happiness going. I'm almost completed the game again, and I gotta start another character. This time, am I gonna be a male, even though I don't want to be a male, just to see the outcome of being a male. You can marry the queen, or you can be a female again and marry the future king. Personally, I like that one girl, Liliana, in the game. Oh yeah, she is just a kicked in the pants. I always keep her with me at everything, you know. It's just like, praise the maker. However, I like the cute little elf guy who's the assassin. Haha, we are righteously awesome! Oh yeah, I got him in my party. First I thought he sucked, but, you know, talking, you know, if you get the wise mage with you in the party too, he's like, are you ready to talk seriousness? Are you talking to me? Oh, I was an orphan. I would like to lay my head on your bosoms. You know you have a perfectly pair of bosoms. I mean, this has got some sexual talk in it, and it has things where they show girls in your underwear and men in their underwear and, you know, bras and women in bras. And it's got some sexual, you know, thing in you, and sexual themes and alcohol. But, you know, for the most part, it's pretty damn funny. But the end kind of leaves the desire. It's like a picture book setting for an end. But everything else in between is the commentaries and the comments and the stuff is just too funny. So I've gone through it like 9 times. Every game is between 30 and 40 hours. So, I mean, I love using the bow. If I can keep everyone at a distance and use bows, I will be. But as soon as those enemies get close to me, I can switch them out fast enough now in the command to switch weapons. And slam him like the dual slice, you know, where two swords go out and it's like clotheslining him like this, or, you know, and I call it tag teaming. Next thing you know, 2 to 4 enemies or more gets hit all at once. Then I do my special move, and then half the time they fall. Now, if I lose my life to a point, I'll recall in my army who's behind me, and they'll just take care of it. A few times I'll clear out everything. I'll be like, haha, uh-oh, giant ogre. I'll flip the thing, and next thing you know, I'm running around the ogre, and I got 2 or 3, or 2 rogues and a mage firing at it, and it's like, and I'm like, I killed everything in the game except for the ogre. I left you guys to do it because he's too big. Heck, I got close once, you know, after running around to me, and the ogre grabbed me. I was like, next thing you know, I was like, oh no. So, who knows? You know, I love the game so much. I got games planned out after I'm finished with surgery and hair removal. You know, and hair removal is kind of hard to do because you got 80 miles one way and then you got electrolysis. So, electrolysis is 160 miles round trip. Laser, I can do. It's cheaper. But I'm stuck with laser because unless the electrolysis person opens up. So, today was a lazy day, by the way. I want to talk to you all about what happened. So, I got out of bed, and Aaron, he was up at like 70, and he's like, yeah, my jack-off neighbor slams the door. The guy's an effing retard. Well, the guy got hit on the head too many times with chairs because he was a scrapper. So now he sits there and he thinks he can get away with everything. And then he tries to blame it on me and Aaron. So manager says, Which, by the way, the other day, I was looking at the manager the other day, and I said, you know, the other day you were wearing this cute outfit. Oh, which one? I told her, and she says, maybe I can find a way to, if it fits you, you can have it. You can go to your appointments in it. Oh, no, I'd gladly pay for it. But the thing is, it was just too damn cute. I was like, I want it. You know, and when you're a girl and you talk to another girl about clothes sometimes, it's like, oh, maybe we can do it. Or here's where you go to get it. You know, we always, you know, converse about these things. Aaron, he's like, Urgh. But, you know, Aaron tried transitioning and didn't work, so, oh well. But anyway, so today I got out of bed. I went and did the walk to the post office. Nothing in the post office. A box all junk. It's like, why should I have nothing in my box? You know, I use it as business. So I'm like, eh. Choice of coffee tonight. Ground, as I ground my own beans today, it was, I used up the Costa Rican Bold Blend. This is not the Sumatra, not the chocolate coffee. This is the Kona coffee, the Hawaiian coffee. So, anyways, Aaron was complaining about how when he came over to do dinner with me at my place, he's like, I get to use your place during the World Series. Why? Because you get to do dishes. So while he's sitting there and the commercial's coming, we had Facebook Messenger going for a friend of ours who we haven't seen in too much. He lives in town. It's like, hey, are you good? Are you okay? So she talked to us like 20 minutes. I was finishing eating, you know, and then when I got done, I decided to clean the dishes up. I'm like, I left you the frying pan since you burned the bottom again. All right, cool. He looks at me because I have bad eyes, so he's always, hey, Trixie, did you get the pot cleaned? When it comes to my ramen pot that I've had for almost 30 years, yes. See, I bought this pot when I was young, really young. It's a camping pot that's special. I've had it for so damn long, about 30 years. He's just like, so, Trixie, did you clean it? Your eyes are shot. Yes. So, then what happened is that before that happened, before this whole thing happened, before the World Series started, I'm sitting there, and I just, see, there it goes again, restart for the 3rd time. Go figure. Aaron says it's a piece of junk. But anyways, if anyone knows how to fix it, it's got to be a corrupted program. The only other thing I can think of is a memory problem or hardware. Anyways, let me go back to my story. So, we got done, right, with walking the dogs. I went home to complain to myself. So I go and I do my cleaning, you know, right? I get my cleaning done. Dead to the world outside. I mean, it was dead as dead can be. So I go and make my noodles, and I'm like, that's great. Still a little hungry, so I made a sandwich. I had 3 pieces of bread since Aaron took 1 piece of bread to try out a half a sandwich with my preserves. I bought some Danish preserves from Denmark, and I'm like, ooh. Well, I took a piece of bread that was pretty good, and what I did was I took preserve on the lower heel of the bread. The middle bread piece, I put in peanut butter on both sides. Then for the top, I put on the other heel, because I only had 3 pieces, I made a triple-decker peanut butter and jam, or some call it peanut butter and preserve sandwich. All of a sudden, I get done, and I have to do dishes, so I clean up the dishes, and then I decide, okay, it's time to relax. I just got to do my Bible, and I got to do laundry. Since I wash my laundry daily, and it's easier cleaning, and as you wash by hands, your laundry gets cleaner and cleaner by hand, and it's easier than trying the machine, because half the time the machines don't get your clothes that clean. So, so you use what you need, and then I got it washed, and as I just finish up, I see the light flicker. Air conditioner goes off, hood vent goes off in the kitchen. Then the clock goes out for a second. Computer is still buzzing, with the little light. I was like, what? Computer should be turned off. The power, it's a new case. So I found out something different about it. So I get it all set up again. It boots up. Everything's good. I look outside. By that point, the wind's busting through everything. It's like things hitting the window. So I'm like, okay. So power goes back on. After like 4 times, it finally goes. Well, laundry's done. Dishes are done. I open up the blinds. I get the blinds taken care of in the office dining room, because the office was converted to. The dining room was converted to an office. Then the bedroom, in the bedroom where I have a storage and a bed that I can sleep on, but I prefer this bed because it's more comfortable. It's a hide-a-bed couch. Left the windows lit up. 3+ hours. That was the dog making noise. If you guys could see him from once, let's see. Liz, come here. And that would be my fuzzball. He's looking at me like, yes, he called me. Let me see. There we go. So, hey, you don't smell too bad. Lately, you kind of stink. But this is Blizzard. I've had him for over 10 years. I'll have him actually 10 years on December 17th. That's when we got him. He came in from Missouri, didn't we? There, you're going to get his happy-go-lucky head because, well, that's what he wants. He usually sleeps at this age at his age and style. But anyways, you're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. So, anyways, power goes off. I go and read my books. I get everything done. And then I decide, I'm a little tired. So I'm laying there for a while, taking a nap. And finally I get up, and Aaron says, well, I'll be over at 5 because I want to be around for the ball game. Well, then he comes around 5:30. He's like, dinner's going to be late. The problem was I was playing my football on the PS3. Every time I turned around, I was hoping the power didn't go back off. So, and then while I'm doing this, no offense to you, when I pull up my panties just a bit, I decided to open the mail, because you know how I am when it comes to mail and stuff. I've been doing some business with this place called Guidepost. My aunt conned me, bless her heart, love her to death as my aunt, conned me into checking out. Actually, didn't con me. I call it conning, but she convinced me to check out a place called Guidepost. And Guidepost has some really good, interesting books. And I will go into details for a minute of some of these books. But anyways, she was telling me about a book called The Guidepost Bible Companion. Now, I was trying to find it, and some of you people know that I'm not Mr. Sorry, some of my family members call me that. Sometimes I get nicknamed from townsfolk, Mister, but it's Miss Tightwad. Now, so I was looking to try to get this book for like a few dollars on Amazon instead of paying their price of $25. But what I didn't realize is it's about $20 anyways in Amazon anyways, because it says right here that this book has been changed by the names in the first page here to fit guideposts, but this book is by the Rose Publishing Corporation. So this book is on loan by the Rose, special arrangement. So they just changed the title of it and manufactured it. So I was like, okay. So I found it, But anyways, as a library book, I've been really into this. So I put in my time in the evening. So I'm probably going to read some more of this in the evening. Angela was asking me in an email about it. I think it was this email or the last email. Let me look real quick. I have my email account open, so I have it set to one account with doctors. So let's see. Let's see. This email was about fancy smancy jams from Denmark. I showed her a picture of it. I thought she'd be happy about it. She likes listening to sermons on YouTube. Nope, that's not it. Christmas. Let's see. Talking about how it's complicated for traveling. It is. That's why I have to have help with Aaron at times, because he's helping me. Let's see. You get phone calls. Phone calls are awkward. Yes, they are. That's what I was trying to explain. And then she said something about the rude guy about my surgery and stuff, and that's how I did the video. But she also told me I should buy all the clothes I want. She's very supportive of things. I found a great green dress the other day that looked good. They have in a few days. I might try to pay for it because it will look really nice on me after surgery. So she asked me something to do with books. And I wanted to answer it, but I just couldn't remember where it was, Oh, here it is. It's the current one. Are the books that you sent me in the link to your highest priority as a gift? Well, this book is one of them on my Christmas list. And even though it's like $20, let me just tell you outright that this book is just totally awesome. This book is talking about the history of the Bible in a archaeological sense because it's National Geographic and it rocks. This book I have no clue anything about, but it might be a good Bible atlas. I know it's like 160 pages, but smaller books might be kind of stupid and cheap and might not have enough information, but I will be reading this. As you know, I've requested some Bible dictionaries that are, I just can't remember. Someone messaged me, so hold on a second. Let me see. A friend of mine, and a friend of mine. You all know my iPad 1 first gen edition. You can see how thick it is. It still runs. Anyways, my iPad mini edition. But anyways, going back to it, I got the, the Illustrated Bible Dictionaries, which the library had 3 of them. They're on my Christmas list. I'm going to go through them before, because they're coming in by mail order. And if I don't like it, I'm going to personally be like, no deal, I don't want them. Anyways, while I was checking the mail today, Aaron, didn't know, but I asked him about it. He didn't even go through this, but let me show you. Talking about guideposts, my aunt said this is a really good edition, and it's the new 40th anniversary. At first, I thought it'd be, like a soft flex, like you get on the Mormon, Book of Mormons. But this is actually a miniature hardbound made in America. And what it is it has 366 scriptures, stories of people trying to get through life. And in the bottom, it talks about, in the top, it talks about what scripture you need to read for the day. And it talks on the bottom here, another scripture, digging deeper. And it has a story in between, and it talks about how God changed their life. It's called The Daily Guidepost 2016. I wanted something like this to take with me to my trip But since it only has one scripture a day, they also gave me a free bookmark. Isn't that interesting? Let me just say, in my opinion, it's a good book, but, and you can laugh at me if you want, but I still believe that, in my opinion, this, I get my new December one coming up, is a better scripture. Our Daily Bread. I got my sister to do it. I think my aunt needs it. It's got, I got Angela to do it to herself. It's got the story here, and then it talks about in between the scriptures right here. Today's reading in a little box. And it is really an awesome little book. And I figured I'd take these with me since I got to clear up a few of them to read in the hospital when I'm recovering, So because I have some religious books. Now, the thing about guideposts is every time you get something. Oh, and by the way, I've looked over this book. You can see it. Mornings with Jesus. That's pretty good. Mornings with Jesus. Let me explain this for you since this is my video diary for probably the next week or until Tuesday. Here it is. Mornings with Jesus is really cool, but it's also interesting, and I'll explain why. Mornings with Jesus have a story on the top, 366 devotionals. It tells you what to read in the scripture. And then on the bottom, they have these little things called faith steps. Faith step that caught me interested to look over the book was this one. Determined to make prayer your first priority. And talk to Jesus at the top of your to-do list and set a sticky note on your mirror. After 1 week, examine how this affected your life. Well, I was always taught you worship God and God alone. So anyways, these ones here, the Morning with Jesus is pretty good. The Guidepost Daily Planner is also the Guidepost plus the Daily Planner in one. Doesn't appeal to me. They got some God, religious, suspense thriller books, like drama books here. They also got a Bible that might be very interesting too. And then some books like Comfort from Beyond. If someone dies, you can feel. Get the book that talks about what you should feel and do, after death, and etc. So you don't feel shafted, But me, I found it to be quite interesting. This here is another thing for daily guidepost. Again, the card. They'll send it to me. I can try it for 30 days, etc. That's really pushing it. I found it to be an interesting book, but again, I found it to be kind of interesting, another Our Daily Bread thing. Oh no, this is the Christmas cards and stuff. So they try to push for certain things. Now there's another reason why I was going to talk. This book here, as you all know, Adventuring Through the Bible here. I did pick up. I didn't go through this place. I saved some money on it. But it will be a good read. It's over 1,000, almost 1,000 pages. So, I keep these. This one here is about a book from Our Daily Bread. In the back, it hints at a book about how you should pray to God and what to pray for, and etc. The book was like $2, so it's on my way here. So, as you know, I try to save a few dollars here and there, but not going through the publishers. This one I clipped out twice because, being a religious scholar at home, the Bible Atlas. Now, the Bible Atlas is interesting, and it caught my eye when I started reading the other Bible Atlases, and I thought, I'd like a nice little army or stack of Bible Atlases to compare them to. So then I was talking to Angela about a project I was doing, and the project I did on Apache OpenOffice. I have OpenOffice or Excel. I use either Excel, Office Starter Excel, which I always know how to do Excel, or I use OpenOffice, which are free, or I use LibreOffice, which is good too. Now, when I was doing my research, I forgot to close this out when I was putting in my movie to go to bed on my computer, is the books that I did, and Angela was asking me in an email how my spreadsheet was going. Well, I'll explain it to you guys in detail while I'm here with it open here on the screen. And so you understand, maybe, I guess you guys can't see it because it's too big, but I'm using a 55-inch TV as a monitor, but without my glasses, I can't see anything on the screen, basically. I can't even make out pictures that well, so, you know. I tried to explain to Aaron that if anyone fell in love with me, and if it wasn't a Filipino getting in the country, or, you know, something or other, and I can, you know, they'd be probably guiding me 20 years from now being a blind old woman. So, you know, but anyways, what I did, just like my video game reviews, which Angela is probably curious about, video game future of what I want game-wise, get games, strategy guides, books, movies, box sets, etc. are all on these. I hired Aaron, several cigars, and several $20 bills. And before that, I'll minimize it so you can see the screen. These books have all my goals on it from my Amazon wish list. Except some of the wish lists I need to dissolve because I'm not into first-person shooters anymore. Because I find first-person shooters, you know, to each their own. But to me, I find a role-playing game to be better, where you know you're going into an area and you can go up against like dark spawns or demons. You know it's fake. There is demons in the world, but you can't see them. Whereas these first-person shooters, they sit there, you know, and they say, oh, you need to play it online, or you can't play it online, you get a campaign mode, it's 5 hours. You beat the game, then you beat it again on harder and harder, and the same thing. Blow the crap up, destroy this. It's not fun anymore. And then, the reason I say that is because the whole Call of Duty thing, and Call of Duty and Medal of Honor is what caused me to, you know, I used to play them. And don't say, oh, well, you're a girl now, you don't need to play them. What triggered it is, and this is biased or bigotry in my heart, but when they basically said a game was done by that Sandy Hook kid who was playing him and he was disabled, I realized that it's not the games that's doing it, but if games are doing it, you're going to get more and more problems in life where people are just going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, I capped 62,000 guys in the last month. Great, you must have no life, you know, online. Me, I like to enjoy a life where I can read, I can do my books, I can do what I want, you know, work on my goals and stuff. So what I did was, you know, is I stopped playing those games because I found it to be tedious. You get a gun, you do all this crap. It's not fun anymore. And then they say, oh, well, we need gun control. Well, maybe we need to raise the level of age for a gun for people. I don't know. You know, that'd be infringing on people's rights, but I don't know how to fix it, and I'm not going to even try. I'm not the president. I'm not a prime minister. I'm nobody. I'm just someone that's disabled and giving my own opinion. So, anyways, what I did, just like my spreadsheets in the past, which when I'm in my trip, as I told Angela, I will update my price sheets on all of my spreadsheets to current pricing for the items I want. Because after surgery, all I'm going to be paying on is my medical bills, entertainment, unless I find that special someone that I can spend the rest of my life with. Which I'm hoping I don't lose the one I love right now, but it looks like it might happen because I'm having surgery. But you know what? Good riddance to bad rubbish. If they want to disown me for it, I've been disowned many times. It doesn't matter. So what I did was on the first spreadsheet column, I did name of books. I went down the list. Then I put in the second column, column B, how many pages. Then the third column, price. The fourth column, shipping. The fifth column, is there YouTube reviews? The next column, column F, how many reviews are good on Amazon? And then I did one other column, which was really good, and that is, does the library have them? No. And then it says no, requested, or yes. Then I went to the library's own website, and I ordered it on their sites. And then I got request set number 3 ready to go, but request set number 2 wasn't ready to go. They sent me a notice in email, which they do all the time, and they said, yes, we've received a request. 7 books of the first 11 have been ordered. 3 of them are interlibrary loans. The 4th one we can't get. And then on second set 2, out of all my requests, 1 came back to, we have this one already in the library. Just go into it and request it. Well, when I put in Bible atlases, they showed the ones I requested. Then I went into illustrated Bible dictionaries, and it showed 3. So 3 on my Christmas list requests. They're already packaged up, and the library, what they do is they put them in a thing. They ship them off to the main library headquarters in Wenatchee. Wenatchee puts them into special thingies, seals them up, sticks on a label, a little removable card label, like a postcard, and they mail it to me. And then I don't got to go to the library and I can be lazy. So, anyways, to tighten everything up, instead of doing my video game tonight, I did one video about being yourself. And this video is a video diary. You get a new video diary on Tuesday night after I do my adventuring, as I say to Angela. Wednesday, I got an adventure. Thursday, I think it is, Thursday or Friday, I'm going to be getting my free Crunch Wraps at Taco Bell. Even if Aaron doesn't want his, I'll take his because I can eat it. As a woman, I deserve those Crunch Wraps. If he doesn't want it, that's fine. Otherwise, I'll get me a couple burritos or something. I mean, we don't have a Jack in the Box except in Moses Lake, which means I got to get my Jack in the Box steak croissant on the 10th. And then I might try to get Burger King. Or, not Burger King, Dairy Queen. But that 10th is the next adventure after everything's done. So, have a safe and happy Halloween, everyone. Please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion. And please, please do not go and do like in the late 80s and 90s when people were stealing kids' candies just because they wanted candy for themselves, the adults. I was pissed about it, and I still remember it. Thank you, and may God bless the world.